Привет, друзья! Anatoly, the Soviet Super Saiyan, here to bring you the news of the day. Now, I'm gonna be pretty honest with you guys. This time around, it's not a huge update. They didn't add anything too much in, but it's pretty solid. The things they added, with this maintenance and stuff here, I'm a fan, because it's just like last week we got a solid incremental increase. This week we get another one. It's looking like a good step in the right direction, but without too much, let's get at it. Let me just, give you guys what you come here to hear. The news and all the new information about what dropped. So, number one, first thing, they just, confirmed a few issues still in the game. Mostly cosmetic stuff. Really, I'm not going to go over it too much. You guys can check it out yourselves if you want to. Has to do with some exchange shop items. The only really big thing is apparently there was a error where sometimes during the tutorial, people would be unable to proceed for like 3 days at a time. That sounds like it fucking sucks, but I'm assuming most of you guys are past the tutorial. There's 4 different equipments that apparently had errors when being used for Equipment Awakening. And if you have the, people were unable to reattempt adventures if they had the exact amount of Zenny they needed instead of over the amount of Zenny they needed. But, nothing too big. But then we get to some game announcements. Doesn't look like much, but then, hey, what's this? Main Story Part 4, Book 1 and 2 Hard has been added. Now, people have been asking for a hard mode to the story for such a long time. It doesn't make any sense why it hasn't come out yet. All you gotta do is tweak some, character level, character levels and stuff. Oh, we were facing level 1,000 people? Let's just make them face level 3,000 people now. Slap it in, and wham bam, you got a hard mode. It's free content for people. Is it new? No, but it's more content that we didn't have before, so that's nice. That's more CC, that's more shit to play. You love to see it. You love to see it. The Legend Summer Adventure's back on. Nothing new here, guys. Same as the last week. You got a week to collect 200,000 of the melons. You'll get 200 CC and 4 of the Super Saiyan Blue banner tickets if you get all 200,000. You get other stuff too, but those are the heavy hitters. We also got a new PvP equipment. It's not amazing. It's I Can't Sense Gohan. And it's for blue range types. The slot 1 is base blast defense 5 to 12.5%. Slot 2, base strike defense 6 to 15%. And slot 3, 5 to 10% blast attack when a element yellow or element purple character is a battle member. Now, here's the thing. Is this a bad item? No. You can definitely get rolls on this item that would be very useful to at least a handful of characters. But here's the problem, you have to roll such high percentage rolls on each one of these slots to get it to be a good roll, versus other items that have such higher caps on their abilities that you can get in, say, a top 10% roll, or even like a top 25% roll, and still have it be a usable slot where, for base blast defense, you're gonna have to roll at least an 11 and a half for it to be a slot you really want. And man, fighting for equipment is not my favorite part of this game. I'm sure it's not many of your guys' favorite parts in the game. So, take this equipment with a grain of salt. I definitely roll the ones you get from PvP. I wouldn't go chasing it though. We've got another, hyperdimensional co-op. This time it's versus Metal Cooler. I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that the last stage is green because all these purples here are their, hyped up bonus battle characters. So it makes sense, with the Vegeta just getting his Zenkai Awakening. And then there's one thing they mentioned here about him that I thought was so tips for taking on the boss. In exchange for a weak shield, Metal Cooler has a quick strike chance and recovery time. Concentrate your firepower during that small chance window and take Metal Cooler out in one go. Listen, guys, Dimps cannot get any clearer than please wait to Rising Rush until after the shield break with your partner. You want to double down on damage, you'll kill him, and you'll finish it. Every YouTuber who's covered this has told you this. Please, for the love of all that is holy, wait for you to Rising Rush till after the shield break. Don't Rising Rush immediately after the shield break. Wait for your partner. If you do that, you save yourself so much time. So much time. But, if you guys can't tell, between the 2 Zenkai grinds and just co-op in general for their rewards for the Z power, I played it a lot. And boy, do some of the people in there just piss me off. Like, the other day, some dude had a level like 2,000 character who wasn't even type advantage brought into the level 5,000 co-op. Like, what in the fuck would make you think that's the right choice? I don't know. I'm getting distracted. I'm sorry. I shouldn't get this riled up. It's just a news video here, but we'll save that for another day. Now, here's something that I'm kind of on. Got the Legends Limited Step-Up banner. It's gonna be around for a whopping 8 days, so you know they're really, trying to pressure people into go and spend. Ain't gonna be here long, just do a little spending. And so here's the event information. It's a 10% drop rate, plus on step 6, you get a guaranteed Legends Limited character, which sounds kind of good until you start thinking about it, because here's the thing, it's around for 8 days. To get to step 6, you're going to need to spend 5,800 crystals. There's no way you can grind that much, so you have to spend. So this is, unless you've had crystals saved up for a minute, this is pretty much a spend-only banner. And then, let's go take a look at it. Do you think they'd, put LF Piccolo on there, LF Frieza? I mean, this would be a perfect time to bring them back, right? Fuck you. No, they're not. You get, Super Saiyan God Vegeta, SS3 Goku, Namagoku, Vegito, and Beerus, Gohan, and Goten. Yeah, that's no LF Piccolo, no LF Frieza, because why would anyone want to ever summon on them again? Fuck them for not summoning on the first banner, right? And then here's how they're trying to tempt you in. They're like, here, I remember those 2 God Key characters that we only released like a trickle here and there? Yeah, full 1% rates on this banner. You even got Gogeta too. Remember that, Spirit Bomb absorbed Goku? We haven't released him anywhere, pretty much. Here's another couple chances for him. Don't worry about these guys down there. They're just, filling out the rates. Do we even have any good EXs? Let's take a look-see here. Yeah, not even really that great of EXs. I mean, these guys aren't terrible for bench buffs, but yeah, and then, so, it's just full 10, 10 consecutive summons on each step. The only upside to all this that I will say is, what's that, 3, 4, 5, 6? You have almost a 1.75% chance to pull an LF, which isn't terrible, but they're all kind of aged at this point. Do you really want it? And then they're like, hey, you even get 20 of these, tickets per step, which would be good if it wasn't for the fact that those tickets are absolute fucking trash. I mean, first of all, they barely put them on enough banners. They should just do what Dokkan does and slap them on everywhere, but like, I go in harder on this game than most people, I'm assuming, and I still only have 571 tickets, which means in a fucking year, I could get a, LF Beerus copy if I wanted to. Thanks, Bandai. So, all in all, I think this banner is pretty trash. Unless you absolutely want those God Key characters, or if you just have, if you're going in hard on banners regardless, like, yeah, this is decent. This will be decent enough for you. But, like, you are not 99.999% of the player base. But is what it is. Luckily, there's some much better news to follow it. At least personally, what I thought was much better news. This new Ultra Spacetime Champions is actually pretty cool. So what it is instead of having all, like 5 different broken up stages, there's just 30 straight stages that you have to beat, and it just, still uses the same character pool idea. And so the other thing is every single stage has its, as far as I can tell, the challenges to the stages, they've gone, okay, having to, jump through hoops and ladders for our challenges was fucked. Here's your challenges. Beat the stage. And every stage just has a bonus battle character tag that you can use, but it goes all the way up to level 30. So you're gonna, at minimum, use 90 characters to beat this. So I haven't gone in too deep, but I'm excited, for an event that actually, uses a lot more of my box. the other thing about it is, from what I've done, is it seems like every single stage increases in difficulty, not only in the characters that you have to face, but in their levels themselves. Like, let's see here. Yeah, so at the start here, it was a level 3,000, and then it keeps creeping up for a while, all the way until you hit 5,000, and then it just starts getting into harder and harder team compositions with more and more synergy. So, yeah, it's really cool. And beyond that, the rewards to it are actually pretty solid. Now, I'll just scroll through here to show you guys, but I also just wrote them down to make them more convenient so you could hear it. So, if you beat all 30 levels, you will get 600 CC, a slot remover, 500 of each level of each color soul, 25 energies worth of tickets, 30 pizzas, 20 silver bells, and a gold bell, and 20 Z power for a 4-star or less character, which I thought was actually pretty cool, because I think that's more useful to most people than the Z powers they often give out where it's like 4 stars or above, because there's already so much other Z power that you can use for 4-star and above, but it's kind of hard to get the characters there in the first place if you only have 1 copy or 2 copies of them. This, by 200 Z power, is a solid chunk, and it'll help you, get those characters up to those thresholds that are easier to train up to 6 stars afterwards. I don't know. I thought that's pretty fucking dope. And then the last piece of news that I'm sure you've all been waiting for if you haven't seen yet. This bad man right here, Vegeta, the OG Saiyan Saga one from way, way back in the day for this game, is getting his Zenkai Awakening. So let's check out what he's done. Right off the bat, I will say, he's not as... Don't expect this guy to be like Zenkai Boo crazy or nothing. It really seems like they decided to tone down the Zenkais and make them both easier to get, but not as massively overpowered as they were, which, honestly, for the health of the game, that's probably a good thing. It doesn't let the people who will spend endless amount of money just get teams that are colossally stronger than anything a free-to-play player can build. But I will say it is a little disappointing just because, man, you can't get the first step for free anymore. And it used to be you get that first free step as a free-to-play character. Like, I only have step 1 for Zenkai Boo, and he's a monster. Like, it's insane what they did to him, so people are gonna miss that. I miss it a little bit, but it is what it is. So, Vegeta's special move, Gallic Gun, went from doing, major impact damage and plus 25% to own Blastar's power for 20 timer counts, to major impact damage and plus 35% to Blastar's power. His main ability, used to draw him a card and raise his blast damage by 50% for 30 counts. Now it restores his own ki by 30 and draws him a blast card next, so he'll be guaranteed to be able to pop it off and start a combo. And he gets plus 50% to blast damage for 30 counts. His special skill went from just plus 15 to blast damage for 30 counts and changed strike arts to blast arts to the exact same thing. So that doesn't change too much. But where he used to just be Saiyan blast attack, he's now Saiyan and Frieza Force blast attack, which is dope as fuck. Anytime, I love Frieza Force, I love Ginyu Force, so I love to see them getting, more buffs and stuff here. His Zenkai stats are, typical 20 to both attacks, 15 to both defenses as Zenkai 1. And then let's go see what the unique abilities changed from. Okay, unique ability used to be, it's a little basic shit, just anti-Super Warrior and Sun Family, plus 20% blast damage to both of them. And then Strength of the Super Elite, minus 5% to Blast Arts cost once 15 timer counts have elapsed, and plus 30% to blast damage once 30 timer counts have elapsed. Now, it's definitely gotten a lot stronger. Just as Zenkai 1, he gets plus 30% to blast damage against tag Super Warrior or tag Sun Family, which cannot be cancelled, and he restores his own health by 20% when he enters the battlefield if an allied Nappa has been defeated. Maybe this means we're getting a Sparking Nappa, like a Rising Battle or a summonable one in the future here? That'd be pretty fucking dope. I can't wait. But that activates once. Strength of the Super Elite stays the same a little bit with -5 to blast arts after 15 counts, plus 30% to blast damage after 30 counts. But now it also increases own arch card draw speed by 1 level once 45 counts have elapsed from battle start. So, you know, getting that card's arch draw speed plus that blast arch card down, that could be pretty solid. Then if you get the Adept class Awakening panel, which I believe is Zenkai 3, he gets Biting Off More Than You Can Chew, applies the following effects to self when 2 allies are defeated. He'll get plus 30% to flat damage inflicted and another -5 to blast arch costs. And if you get him to Zenkai 6, he'll unlock Masterful Instinct, which gets the following effects occur when the character enters the battlefield. Draws a blast arch card next, plus 15% blast damage inflicted for the 15 timer counts, and inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade 15% to damage received for 15 counts. So I think by far the most impactful of these abilities is obviously the Zenkai 1 and the Zenkai 6 one. So I think if you're going to get him, you should either go just to the first level or go all in and get him at least to 6. I don't think spending just to get him to 3 is a good use of resources, but who am I to tell you how to spend your Chrono Crystals? If you really like this character, if you disagree with me about how powerful that middle ability is, go for it. Live your life. I ain't gonna tell you what to do, but that's about all that we have here for the news. I hope you guys enjoyed this update as much as I did. Like I said, it's not massive, but they put out more, content for PvE, and they're releasing some good shit, and it's another solid step forward, another week in a row. And it's consistency that we need more than anything. Just consistent, solid progress forward. Like, I hope Dimps is starting to recognize that we don't need them to change the world every update. We just want to know that every single update they're making it better, and they're trying their hardest to both give us a game that will last for a long time, is fun for all players, and has a group of developers that truly cares about the game. So I don't know. That's just my thoughts on it. Let me know down below in the comments how you guys what you guys think about this update. If you like this little news summary I did, like I usually do for you guys, I'd appreciate it if you can throw me a like. And as always, I love it when I get a subscriber too. And until next time, guys, peace.